Audio check, mic check. I will be starting here in just a second. All right, I think we're ready to get this thing started. It looks like my volume might be a little loud. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. All right, let me check my camera and then let's get started. All right, let's do it. All right, welcome everybody. My name is Andrew, and welcome to Rocket Future. Today we are in San Antonio at the Alamo Beer Company. So we're expecting a beautiful, beautiful shot of the annular solar eclipse here today. Now it is a little bit cloudy right now, but I'm not too worried. Checking in on the forecast, it looks like whatever cloud cover there is supposed to kind of start to disintegrate over the next couple hours. So the actual eclipse will start in about 20 minutes. Just under 20 minutes from now, we'll start to see the moon start covering a little bit of the sun. And the actual most covered part of the eclipse is in just under 2 hours. I have that up in the top corner there. 1 hour and 49 minutes until what is called the Ring of Fire. And that's when the moon is right, from our perspective, in the center of the sun, and you can just see a ring of the sun around the moon. I have our cameras and everything set up, so we're going to get gorgeous shots here in a second. I'll show you what our camera looks like right now, but it literally just looks black because of our solar filter and because of the clouds. But I see a lot of breaks in the clouds, so I'll show you a sun view probably just in a couple minutes here, and we'll get you a view right before we start seeing the eclipse here. So let me go into split for now. And then I'll start adjusting that left-hand screen so we can start seeing the sun as it's peeking out here. But welcome in, everybody. Stephanie B, welcome. Natano Ben, welcome. Space Girl Falcon, welcome. Puyu, welcome. What are we going to see today? Nothing in the darkness in the sky. So yeah, we should see a great view of the annular eclipse today. Everybody who is viewing the eclipse today, make sure you're wearing your solar eclipse glasses, because this is not a total eclipse. So during a total solar eclipse, you can take your glasses off only for that moment that you're in totality, for those couple minutes. But today that's not going to happen. Today is what is called the annular solar eclipse. So we'll have to. You'll see exactly what's about to happen, which is going to be really cool. So let me just adjust some cameras and everything, get everything set up. We're mostly set up here. Beautiful spot, Alamo Beer Hall. I'm going to have some people come over, and we're going to talk to some folks. We're going to interview some folks, and I'll show you a little bit about what's going on in this area here. Really cool place. Let me actually just kind of pan this camera around. It's right next to this bridge. There's people up on the bridge watching. I don't want to show a ton of people that don't want to be on camera, so it's really cool, though. You'll see more of that as the stream goes on. And it looks like we have some gaps coming up here in the clouds, so let me just make sure the camera's ready for when those gaps happen. Let's take a look at the updated weather right now as well. Hourly weather, San Antonio. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's supposed to clear up here pretty soon, actually. And the National Weather Service tweeted out just a little while ago as well. Let me pull up that tweet. Yeah, so looking at the tweet from the National Weather Service, San Antonio, they say, here is the latest cloud cover scenarios for the annular solar eclipse this morning into early afternoon. Most likely scenario is about a 15% cloud coverage here shortly. And they say the reasonable worst case is 29% cloud cover. Now, that was about 4 hours ago. I retweeted at them just asking if that was still accurate. But judging by what I'm seeing here, I think we're expecting to see a lot of these clouds kind of burn up here pretty soon. Let's see. Do we see anything sticking out yet from the clouds? It looks like we're getting pretty close. But yeah, as we're spinning up the start of the stream here, if you have any questions about the eclipse, please feel free to let me know. And please send this to anybody that you think might be interested. Not everybody can be in the path of the annular solar eclipse. Most of the United States can see this eclipse in one fashion or another, but there's only a slim section from the Pacific Northwest down to South Texas that has the actual full Ring of Fire experience. So that's what we're going to see here today. So share this with everybody that might not be in that path, or anybody that you think would be interested in seeing this eclipse here today. So in a few minutes, I'll probably run in. I'll grab a drink for myself. But so far, everything is looking good. We have a few different types of, I'll adjust this camera as I'm sitting and stuff. We have a few types of connectivity. I'm connected to their Wi-Fi right now, and it seems pretty good. I'm not seeing any drop frames or anything. I also have to go get my eclipse glasses as well. Let me do that. Actually, I'll wait until we have a good view before I run over there and do that. Let's see. We're running 3 cameras right now. Commentary camera, our main primary 4K camera, which is going to be the primary for the solar shots. And then we have a still camera. Both of those cameras have a solar filter on them. And it looks like we're pretty much good to go whenever we start to get some good views here. So let's do it. All right, folks, that's our first view of the sun here. As you can see, the eclipse hasn't quite started yet. We can still see the full solar disk. In about 10 minutes, we're going to start to see the moon cover just a small portion of the sun. Now that we got a good view of the sun, that it will come and go for a few while we wait for these clouds to pass. I'm going to run over and grab my eclipse glasses. So hold tight, keep yourselves company and chat. Make sure you're all hyping each other up about this. This is a pretty cool experience that we get here in the United States today. So I will be back in just a moment. All right, I got my glasses. We're ready to go. I think I can adjust my camera over just a little bit so you can see when I'm adjusting my actual eclipse camera. Space Girl Falcon says, move clouds, get out the way. Absolutely, we need these clouds to go. But hopefully the forecast will be right and this will start clearing up. I'm trying to figure out which way they're moving right now. Because if they're moving in one specific direction, we will have a pretty good gap coming up here. Alright, now you can see when I'm adjusting the camera. Cool. I should probably put this other camera's filter on and get one shot of it before everything gets started here. All right. Just I think 4 or 5 minutes until we get the beginning of the eclipse here. Keeping an eye on this gap that we got in the clouds coming up, which is going to be good. Solar filters on the second camera. I think the only thing that I want to do here is grab a drink at some point. I just don't know how the line is. It looks pretty long right now. I'll probably hold out for a bit. Yeah. All right, we're getting a gap coming. Welcome, Nintendo Ben. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel today. Appreciate you very much. You got a new logo, absolutely. Hey, Shard. How's it going, Shard? All right. Getting some good shots here now, or at least better than no shot. So that's good. I also have to put sunscreen on. So let me do that now as well. All right, sunscreen acquired. I think there's probably a couple hundred people here now at this point. Andres Veg, welcome. I don't know why I always say welcome anytime somebody gives a super chat or membership, but thank you very much for that super chat. Appreciate it very much. Andres says, hi there. Once I've seen a full solar eclipse, it's wonderful and it's been a great experience. Have fun. Absolutely. I got to see something just blew away, so I'm looking for it. I got to see the total solar eclipse in 2017, and that was actually insane. That was amazing. Definitely made me become a eclipse chaser. If anybody gets a chance to see a total solar eclipse, you need to do it. There's one next year coming through the United States in April. So definitely start making plans for that now before it's too late. Thanks, Shard. Glad to hear that you're doing well. Definitely a good view from here, but just continuing to cross my fingers on these clouds. I can't really tell if they're getting better or worse. Half of the sky looks better, half of the sky looks worse. So we'll just trust the forecast for now and assume that it's going to increase it's going to improve as the day goes. And like I said, we have just over an hour and a half for the conditions to improve for the actual Ring of Fire portion of the eclipse, which is plenty of time for these conditions to change. So we'll just deal with the cloud cover as it comes and goes. But we're just hanging here, enjoying. I really would like to get inside and grab a drink, but it looks like there's probably 100 people waiting in line right now. So maybe that's not even going to happen. I'll definitely do some pans around to show the area. It's a really cool spot that they got here. Again, this is the Alamo Brewing Company here in San Antonio, Texas. They got a really good spot here. They got a great location, a cool lot, and there's an old train bridge and everything. And it looks like they're put on a pretty good company here. All right, sunscreen time. Welcome to, why do I always say welcome? But welcome to a membership, I guess. Shard, appreciate you very much for becoming a member of the channel. Again, everybody that helps us by becoming a member or super chats are allowing us to do events like this. So thank you. We appreciate you very much. And hopefully we will be able to get some good shots here for you today. Thanks to all of the members. Really, really appreciate that. Chief is checking in. I'm touching base with Chief. If you follow any of the Starbase content, you know Chief. And Chief is also watching from San Antonio, and he's saying it is cloudy where he's watching from as well. So we'll just have to wait and see how this goes. But like I said, about an hour and a half until the best portion of the eclipse here. Granted, the build up to the moment of max eclipse is important. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of a build up by seeing some shots when there's breakage in the clouds. I can check. I'm gonna keep looking at the weather too, occasionally. Not that it's gonna change anything, but I'm just kind of curious. But yeah, I think we should be live on YouTube, on Twitter or X and Facebook as well. Yep, looks like we're looking good on the stream on all platforms. Very good, very good. I'll share this as well on my personal. Maybe what I should do is, I'm going to adjust some camera things here for a second. I think I'm going to make an inverse of this picture-in-picture where, yeah, let me make an inverse of this. Let me duplicate this scene. Actually, you know what? Let me do it this way. Let me duplicate this screen. I'm down here underneath. And do this. Copy this over. Put that there. We're just basically swapping what is the biggest part of the picture here for when we're clouded out. Add video source. This one, and then let me make that smaller. All right, that's probably a little bit better. Now I can have this full screen when we have just a black screen because of the clouds. But yeah, let me pan you around a little bit so you can see the area here. It's definitely a cool spot, and yeah, I think at this point there's probably a couple hundred people here. Like I said, there's a lot of people inside the building as well, waiting for their beers. So pretty good turnout, I would say. So hopefully for not just our stream's sake, but everybody that came out here, not only to this bar, but literally all across Austin, Austin too, but San Antonio, anybody who came here for the Eclipse. So let's just hope that we get some good conditions here. So yeah, April. I'll have to double check the date. I forget, but April of next year, there is a total solar eclipse coming to the United States. It's going up through San Antonio, actually. San Antonio is a unique spot because they're getting this annular eclipse, and next year they're also getting the total eclipse. But the eclipse next year comes up from like San Antonio all the way up through New England, New York, Vermont, Maine. And that, again, is going to be a total eclipse, and that's in April. And I can't recommend it enough. Y'all definitely have to check out the total eclipse. Whether you're in the United States or outside of the United States, you could travel here, or you could wait till one comes to your country as well. But it's a really, really amazing experience. But definitely plan ahead of time. So what I did in 2017 for the partial solar, or the total eclipse, we flew into Nashville, and then we picked a city that was like 3 hours west of Nashville and another one 3 hours east of Nashville. And the day before, we kind of looked at or a couple days before, we looked at the forecast. That way, if Nashville looked like it was going to be clouded out, we would go east or west depending on what had the better forecast. Now, apparently, this doesn't always work out to be the case, because today was supposed to be a beautiful morning here in San Antonio, and it is. It's a gorgeous morning, but it wasn't supposed to be this type of cloud cover. All the forecasts were not calling for this level of cloud cover. So again, we have plenty of time for it to clear up. We got over an hour to get some good gaps going before we get into the real good portion of the eclipse here. Now, we are about 10 minutes into the start of the eclipse. So as soon as we get a gap in the clouds here, which looks like we might have some coming up, we should get some views of a chunk being taken out of the sun by the moon, because the moon is starting to block our view of the sun from here in San Antonio. So let's see. Yeah, we definitely have some gaps looking like they're going to come up here pretty soon. There it is. All right. As soon as that cloud moves again, you probably just saw a little peak. You can see a pretty sizable portion already blocking. So keep an eye out on the screen here. It's really hard to tell which way the clouds are moving, but there's a couple. So the sun, compared to where I am right now, is right up here, and then over to the right, there's a few decent sized gaps. So I'm hoping that those kind of propagate over towards the sun here. But I'm going to keep it in this view for now, because as soon as that pops out, you're going to get a pretty good view. Power. I'm just making sure everything is actually plugged in so nothing starts dying on us, especially when we start getting good views. But I think we're all plugged in. We got the battery pack on. Connection is still looking good. We got no frame drops, so far the setup is great other than the clouds. It does seem like some of these gaps are moving over towards the sun here, though. So I would say maybe in just five minutes or so, we might get some sneak peeks of the sun here. And there are more portions of the sky as I'm looking around that have bigger gaps going on. So if we can believe the forecast, that's what's supposed to happen. It's supposed to keep getting clearer. So just patience is the name of the game. Not only with rockets, but space stuff in general. A lot of times weather is a factor in anything that you're doing with space, whether it's trying to launch a rocket, or you're trying to view a solar eclipse, or you're trying to view a meteor shower. It's really just about patience, because if you just hang around for some time and you just take the time to wait it out, then that's when those magical moments happen. How's it going?
Going great. How are you?
Good. Come on over. My name is Andrew.
Harley,
nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too, bro.
You're on our YouTube channel called Rocket Future.
What's up? Rocket Future.
Yep.
Cool.
What are you thinking so far? It's a little cloudy, but
It's a great day. It's a beautiful day. It's the best time in the world to be alive right now, man.
I agree.
For
I
sure.
agree. And it's all about patience, is what I was just telling everybody, because when those gaps open up, that's when it's all kind of worth it.
Patience is a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? It'll pay off. Yeah, it'll pay off. We'll get a glimpse.
Yeah, absolutely. And we still have over an hour and 15 minutes until that Ring of Fire moment here. So I think we'll get some good views. So
You got a great setup here.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Here we are.
We got the nice backdrop of the Alamo and
Where
yeah.
you from?
I'm originally from the Northeast, but I moved down to Brownsville area.
Whoa, the valley?
Yeah. So
Damn.
I'm down there doing some videos about the rocket and stuff down there. So
Man, how you like living down there?
it's cool. It's really nice. I like a lot of parts about it. There are a couple parts that are way different than I'm used to. It's pros and cons just like anywhere else, but it's good. I'm very much enjoying it.
Did you move down there because of SpaceX or anything?
Yeah. So I do a lot of filming of the different tests and everything that they do down there.
I bet you there's some good food down there.
There's
Right.
really good,
Yes.
really good Mexican food. There's great fish, some
What
good
else?
barbecue.
What else?
I would kind of stay off the South Padre Island, but if
Okay.
you start moving into some of the other areas, you'll find some good gems. There's a couple good gems on South Padre too, though.
Are there any launches coming up soon?
We'll have to wait and see. It's kind of out of the hands of SpaceX right now, in the hands of FAA and Fish and Wildlife. They have some paperwork they got to do and some checks to do. So when it's going to happen like that. We'll hear about it, and then it'll launch within a week, but it could be months away still.
Okay, cool. And what's the name of your channel?
Rocket Future.
Rocket Future. This is
Yep.
my daughter. This is my beautiful daughter, Serene.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice.
Yep. It's a great day, man. It's awesome.
Yep.
It's a beautiful day.
I was hoping to get a beer, but it looks like there's like an hour-long line going on in there.
Yeah.
Like packed to the brim.
Right.
Well, might be a while. We're not drinking. It's a little early.
It is a little early, but
We're gonna make our way.
special occasion.
Our plan here today was originally to make our way up to that bridge up there.
Yeah, it looks like if you go around here, there's a staircase right there that you can go up in. So, yeah, there's some people watching up from right there right now.
It's
So,
just gonna be a little bit more chilly up there.
yeah, I think so. It's actually surprisingly chilly this morning.
A little bit.
It hasn't
yeah.
been this cold yet down in Brownsville.
A little bit. Yeah, you got your shorts and.
Yep.
Yeah.
I could be wearing a sweatshirt right now.
Yeah.
So,
But it's all right. You gotta embrace it.
absolutely.
You know what I mean, it's nice.
Yep. Very cool.
Well, man, I saw you over here. I was like, man, I wonder what this guy's up to. But
Yeah,
you're
appreciate
doing,
it.
You're doing cool things over here.
Thank
man.
you. After we get some good views, come back over. Let us know what you're thinking about it.
Sweet. What was your name
Cool.
again?
Andrew,
Andrew Harley.
Harley,
Serene.
Serene. Nice to meet both of you. Thank you for coming over. some people hanging out over here, waiting for some good eclipse views. And like I said, those gaps in the clouds are starting to get closer here. So I'm going to adjust some cameras. Still over an hour until we see that ring of fire. And just keeping everything lined up here for when these gaps open up. It's like so close. It's so dang close to just shining through right now. I'm wondering if they expected this many people to show up here just based on the line that's going on inside. All right, folks, check out that view right now. Take a look at the screen. Good portion of that sun up top being cut out by the moon passing between the sun and Earth. A little bit of sneak peek there. Next time a gap opens up, I actually got to look with my glasses too. I want to see it. I've just been looking through the camera so far, but that's kind of the name of the game. I'm obviously trying not to look at the sun directly, but the clouds around it, and there is, I keep saying this, but there is some more broken up clouds, and actually that portion of the sky right now is looking great. So let's keep hoping that expands here. Yeah, I'm feeling hopeful. I just took a few steps back, and so sun is up here from this camera's perspective that you're looking at, and then over here is a pretty wide gap. So that looks like that gap is increasing, and it looks like it's moving towards the sun. So I'm guessing here in just a little while we might have some long uninterrupted shots, but we'll have to wait and see. 69 minutes until the ring of fire, says Shard. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Very good, very good. There's a few folks with some small telescopes here, a few folks with some cameras with some big lenses. Honestly, this guy's lens is bigger than that guy's telescope. Pretty cool. A couple medium-sized telescopes. But definitely some astronomy enthusiasts here, that's for sure. We'll go back to this view here just while we wait for another gap here. But otherwise, let me know how you're doing in chat. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if the eclipse is visible from where you're watching from. Pretty much the entire United States, this eclipse is viewable for you, even if it's just a small portion of a partial eclipse. I think even up in Boston, Massachusetts, is like a 10% eclipse today. So if you got your eclipse glasses and you have a view of the sun right now and you live in the United States, check it out. Go outside, put your glasses on, and see what you can see. Can you see? You can't really see the sky. Let me move my camera around a little bit so you can kind of see what we're dealing with here. So this, hold on, where am I on camera? This gap here behind the building, that's all a big cloud gap. And it seems to be moving that way. So that's what we're hoping for. And then since the sun is kind of clouded in right now, I'll just move this camera up here. That's what the sun is looking like right now. But hopefully that big gap will move towards the sun direction. Watching from, is it Leicester, England? Planetary Solar System, Milky Way Universe 69 Simulation 420. Shard is watching from England. Very nice, very nice. The hard part is always keeping the camera aligned when we have these pretty significant periods of time where we can't even see where the sun is. So anytime that it pops back out, I have to readjust it a little bit. 1 hour and 6 minutes until the Ring of Fire. More people are piling in too. The parking lot is full. I don't know how more people keep showing up. If they're parking just on the roads and walking in. A couple people are biking in right now, actually. But yeah, a lot of people are showing up. There are definitely multiple hundred people here right now. Some vendors set up and everything. I'll keep panning around occasionally. I just don't want to. I don't want to show people for too long without their consent. Leicester. Leicester is the correct pronunciation. Nice. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to be good here in a few minutes. I can't believe the size of the line inside this place right now. Dang. I hear a helicopter. Where's that at? I'll do another quick pan here. Oh, helicopter just went out of view, but check out the bridge up here. People watching from up there. It would be cool to be up on that bridge for some eclipse shots. Faded Jedi watching from Starbase. Welcome. Good to see you, Marla. Thanks for tuning in. We are hanging out here in San Antonio with some cloudy skies. However, as we continue to wait, there is a pretty big section of clear sky that looks like it's making its way over towards the portion of the sky where the sun is. So we're just being patient and hoping that's the case. And if I was to guess, I would say we'll get some gaps, occasional gaps here over the next 5 or 10 minutes, but then I think we're going to get a really big gap for a while. And, just a little bit more than that. But that is just my guess. We'll see how it all plays out. I would say the sky is probably cleared up 20% in the last half hour. So another 20 or 30% would be awesome. But we're chilling out here at the Alamo Beer Company, San Antonio. We are in the path of the Ring of Fire, so as long as we have good views without some clouds, in about 1 hour, we're going to get a view of the Ring of Fire eclipse. down at Starbase, I considered staying down at Starbase for this, but they don't get the full Ring of Fire down there. It's going to get pretty dang close. I think it's like 98.8% or something along those lines. It's dang close. But if you wanted to get the picture with the full Ring of Fire, you needed to come up north a little bit, and that was my plan. Also, the forecast was saying it was going to be really cloudy down there. So Marla, how is the cloud cover down there at Starbase? Is it as bad as it was forecasted, or did the forecast get swapped? Maybe it's clear down there and it's cloudy up here instead. So by the time we get another view of this, it's probably going to look pretty dang close to 40%, I would say. So keep a close eye out. It should be pretty significantly blocked by the time we get another view here. And then camera's there. Let me just adjust this a little bit. Trying to keep that camera aligned to the best of my ability. That way, when we do have those gaps, that it'll come right through. And we might have a short one. We might have a small one coming up here in a couple minutes before the big one. But let me go back up here. So I just took a few steps back, and behind the entire building looks clear, which is a great update. So let's just keep seeing that. Under 1 hour, folks. We are under 1 hour. Get a helicopter. Check that helicopter out. We're under 1 hour until the maximum portion of the eclipse where we get to see that Ring of Fire. Oh, I missed that. T. Evans NC gifted a sub. Thank you very much, T. Evans NC. Thomas, as always, we appreciate you very much for supporting our channel. Oh, we got a little bit of a view here, maybe. I think it's just barely too covered, but I'm certain that we're going to have a good view here in a minute. It's getting better and better by the second. It's looking much improved. So at some point here, if it looks like we're going to get a pretty good gap in the clouds here, I'll send some updates too, just to folks on social media to let them know that we now have good views. And if you guys want to share it as well, wait until we have some good views. And then, if you don't mind sharing out the links to either the X stream, the YouTube, the Facebook, doesn't matter to me. But share out the links. But I would say just wait a few until we get those good shots, and then share them out and get some people checking out the stream here today. Want to bring the experience of the eclipse down to anybody who isn't in the path of the annular eclipse or are otherwise unable to view it. 57 minutes. Hey, can I show you? Very nice, very nice. Give you an updated ETA here on the clouds. I'd say some pretty significant gaps coming up in 5 minutes. Space Junkie is here. Hey, bro, best of luck with the clouds. Just joined in. Exciting 57 minutes ahead of us. Absolutely appreciate you for stopping in, Space Junkie. And yeah, it was a bit rough here at the beginning of the stream here. How long have we been streaming? Last hour has been mostly clouds, but it does look like we're going to get a pretty big gap coming up. So it's looking like the timing might align pretty well for the 55-minute countdown until the Ring of Fire portion of the eclipse. So I'm feeling pretty hopeful. So thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned, because I think we're going to get some good views. Not the way we wanted to start it, but it's A-okay. I can't complain. My solar eclipse success rate is pretty high. I've only seen 2 solar eclipses. One was total, which we had beautiful day for, almost no cloud cover at all. And during totality, we had no clouds. And 2, I saw a partial solar eclipse in Massachusetts a couple years back at this point. And again, actually we had some clouds that day, but we still got some pretty good shots, especially towards the end of it, which is, I think, what we're going to get here. I think things are going to open up for us just about in the right time. So I can't complain. My success rate is pretty good for these things so far. So if we have a little bit of a portion of cloud coverage here, but then everything opens up during the most exciting parts of this, then I'm happy. I think our gaps are going to get more frequent here until we get that really large opening. So sounds good. I appreciate that, Space Junkie. Looking forward to see people pop in. And I asked people that once we start to get some good shots in a little bit. Speaking of which, take a look at that now. Let me switch over. Take a look at that, folks. All right, we're getting some good shots. All right. I said, these gaps look like they're going to continue in frequencies, and then I think we're going to get some good time with some clear skies here. But as you can see, we are well underway in this eclipse. There's a pretty big gap so far. You got your glasses from Star Society? Awesome. Cool to hear that Star Society was giving glasses away. Very nice. We are all set up and so ready to get some good coverage here. And that was the first opportunity I had to actually put the glasses on and see the eclipse, and it was pretty awesome. Very, very excited for the remainder of this event. We'll switch back over to this view for a few minutes. I should adjust. I'm going to make some adjustments on my still camera. More people showing up on the bridge. It's probably 20, 30. Yeah, there's probably 30 people up on the bridge right now, 35. "49 minutes until the Ring of Fire." 49 minutes. While we're hanging out, please feel free to ask anything in chat that you'd like. Eclipse questions are the best, but I'm happy to talk about anything while we're just hanging out here. Starbase questions, Starship, NASA, Moon, Mars, whatever the heck you want. Happy to discuss. But just appreciate y'all stopping in for today's stream. Oh, and I'm going to check our camera here because it's looking pretty bright over there. Cloud coverage actually looks a lot better here. We're gonna. I think we're gonna get clear sky. I'm calling it right now. I think we're gonna get clear skies for the Ring of Fire. Welcome, David from Hungary. Welcome, David. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us here today. I feel like I need to adjust the camera because I think naturally this is where I want to stand, and the box is right in front of me. Go this way a little bit. I think that's better. Maybe back just a tad. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. And for anybody just joining, we're waiting on some gaps in these clouds here, which are coming up. Space Junkie saw our total eclipse in 1999, had no camera, experienced between two villages, and it blew us away, especially how nature reacted, totally bonkers. How many of you seen Andrew? I've seen one total, and this is my second partial. This is my first annular, so this will be my third in total. And yeah, you're totally right. During those total eclipses, some of the things that nature does is actually insane. Just before totality, you'll see birds start flying around, animals will start coming out and doing weird things. If you look at shadows from trees, all the shadows are in crescent shapes because of the way that it's being the sun is being projected through the leaves. Just really, really amazing, insane things. A lot of the things that you see in regards to a solar eclipse just feel like wrong. They feel like things that you shouldn't actually be experiencing. Like something seems wrong, but it's in the coolest way ever. It's really, really cool. And you know, a lot of celestial events are overhyped in the media and stuff. You always hear about all these moons with colorful names, making it sound like you're going to go outside and see a huge pink moon or something. And a lot of times people go out and, you know, they'll say, oh, that's cool, but it wasn't what I expected. It was overhyped. Solar eclipses are not the case. You can't really overhype a solar eclipse because they're just as cool as you'll think it's going to be, and actually way cooler, especially a total eclipse. It's way cooler than you can ever experience or imagine. So if you have the option to experience it, you really should. You got a train coming through here. That's cool. This is a really unique lot they got here at the Alamo. It's nice. This is the Alamo Beer Company. Go Team Space, absolutely. So let me try to show you how far away we are from these viewing opportunities with the cloud situation. So let me remove this for now. Give me just a second here. Let's get rid of this and that. Okay, so folks, I'm going to try to point things out with the camera here. So the sun is right up here, and then where is my hand? The blue sky you see back here is the start of that whole half of the sky being clear. So we're getting real close to that opening. So just stay patient for another few minutes, and we'll get the party started. It's pretty windy here too. I feel like everything's blowing away, but luckily I kind of have everything just tied down enough that it's not going to go blowing all over the place. Yep, started it up. So just hanging out, waiting to get some good views. But it looks like we're gonna have some better shots here in a minute. Yeah.
NASA, or you just happen to have on a NASA?
I just happen to have a NASA
okay.
shirt on, but I do some public outreach as well for NASA JPL's Solar System Ambassador Program.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't work for NASA or anything, but I try to help them when I can.
Okay. Well, we came from Tennessee to
Nice.
check out the.
I saw the 2017 eclipse in Tennessee.
Yeah, yeah,
That was amazing.
yeah.
That was really
I
nice.
didn't plan ahead well enough for that one, but I mean, I saw it.
Another big one coming up next year too. So
Yeah, yeah.
I forgot to put back the thing here. Akos saying go Team Space as well. All right, let's see if I can get things hooked up here. All right, you can see another little gap there, but we're really close now to this whole section of the sky that's open. I'm switching back to the other view here, because we're gonna get the best shots that we've had so far here just in a minute. So like I said a few minutes ago, folks, once we have this big gap open, I would love for you to start sharing out the link to your friends and your family and your social medias, because we're going to have a whole section of the sky here where we're going to have great views for quite a while. So I would say in just a couple more minutes, the sun's going to come out. It's going to be beautiful. And at that moment, I would love for you just to spam this link as far and wide as you can, because I want as many people to experience this as possible if they can't experience it for themselves. The moon bite is getting bigger, so Earth isn't flat after all, right? Yeah, it's hard to see the viewpoint of some of these conspiracy theorists after seeing something like a solar eclipse. But I think they have theories for how solar eclipses could happen with a flat Earth too. So if there's any flat earthers in chat, let us know how that works. All right, 38 minutes until the Ring of Fire. I took a few additional steps further back just to take a look at what the cloud coverage is looking at behind the Alamo building, and there still is a really large gap. But behind the gap, there is another level of clouds. So what we're hoping is that once we get this gap starting here in a couple minutes, that will last 40 minutes or more. And I think there's a pretty good chance of that, but we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. But I have a pretty good feeling about it. Oh, they got their music bumping now. Party's getting started. Keeping on this screen for now, with the primary screen being the eclipse camera, because we're about to open up here in the sky. And it looks like once we get the gap, there'll be a couple a couple points where it might be a little bit covered, but we'll have to see. I don't know. At this point, we're just going to wait and see what happens. And hope for at least some good views of that Ring of Fire in 36 minutes. How's it going?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
You clearly have a special filter on these cameras so you can take a picture of the film.
Exactly.
Do you know if I could use one of these filters from these glasses over my camera phone to take a picture safely?
I don't know specifically. I imagine it will probably be fine. If it was me, I would try it. I don't. If it, if the things are good enough for your eyes, I think it'll be good enough for the camera too.
That's how I would think.
Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't hesitate to try it. I don't know if I would guarantee it's fine, but I think it's probably fine.
Think we're gonna get lucky or not so lucky?
Well, this gap is looking like it might align pretty well with the Ring of Fire portion.
It's hard to tell because like down here, the wind's clearly blowing this
Right,
direction.
right.
But up there, it looks like the clouds are moving a different direction.
Yeah, but this gap has gotten closer and closer. So I think we're going to be pretty good. The kind of second level of clouds, I'm just worried about that coming in over. But I don't know. I think we might be in this gap right during that point. So that's what I'm hoping.
It'd be really nice.
Yeah, it would be.
We drove down from Dallas to see this, so.
Nice. Yeah, I drove up from like Brownsville area.
How far away is it?
It's 4 hours.
Oh, it's a hike too.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a good ride. So
Thanks, nice talking to you.
absolutely, thank you. Andy M is here. Welcome, Andy. Good to see you. Just checking on my mic. Mic and everything is still looking good. Audio's looking good. Video's looking good. No frame drops. Definitely, their Wi-Fi is definitely holding up for the stream here. Let me give you an update on the cloud cover. As you can see, it's about to break through. The corner of the building's kind of blocking it, but we're right on the edge of that big section of blue sky here coming up. Just looking at this other set of clouds that are coming in behind it, I just don't know what the timing of those are going to be. But we should have a gap here in a minute. Oh, I hear a plane. Where's it at? Space Junkie is saying 5 by 5. Eclipse glass is almost blowing away. All right, I'm going to start getting things aligned again. Couple quick glimpses there. "33 minutes until Ring of Fire." I don't know. I think it's gonna work out, but we're just gonna have to. We're gonna have to wait. But that would be just perfect if everything clears up just in time for that, and then gives us a good view. And it's looking likely. Oh, I'm looking at the other half of the sky too. Huh. So there's one section over behind us that I'm a little concerned about, but I would say the cloud coverage right now is less than 40% from like this point of the sky that way. So we just need this side of the sky to do that too. So the forecast was right, but we just need to hope that our section of the sky is the part without the clouds. All right, we're right on the edge of that gap. We're going to have some more clouds coming in just a second, but those will clear out in just a couple of minutes, and then we're going to be looking good. So take a look there, folks. As you can see, I think we're approaching or past half eclipse at this point. So take a look at that. Let me do it. Let me do that myself with my own eclipse glasses. Wow. That looks nuts. Maybe not quite 50% yet, but we're definitely getting close. 45 or so. It's looking awesome. It's looking awesome. So yeah, this will get blocked out for another couple minutes, but then we're golden for a little bit. I think. Everything is just all moving around. Everything's very fluid, so we'll see. All right, from here on out, those gaps, those cloud coverage should be a couple more short blockages, but then I think we're good. 28 minutes until that ring of fire. Pac-Man is back, that is for sure. All right, I think I'm going to start tweeting out that we're going to have some good views coming up here in a minute. Ow. As I blind myself. Yeah. The sun now looks like a crescent moon. I think we're probably past 50% now. It is hard to tell. But one thing you can see, folks, take a look at the sun right now. If you look kind of in the center of the sun, you can see a dot. That is actually a sunspot on the surface of the sun. So we can actually make out a sunspot in this crescent that we got here. We are 26 minutes away from the ring of fire. We have a few occasional clouds coming up, but we're looking a lot better. There is some clouds a little further behind that I'll be concerned about depending on how fast they move, but I'm thinking that the timing wise, we might have pretty good skies for the next 26 minutes. So that's what I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. I just tweeted out for folks to tune in because we're gonna have some great shots here over the next at least few minutes. We're looking good here, folks. We're looking good. Let me get some stills. I've been mostly focused on video, but I need to make sure I get some stills as well. One thing I'm really looking forward to is right when the far side of the moon starts approaching the solar disk. From our perspective, we might be able to see what is called Bailey's beads, and that is just when little bits of the sunshine make it through some gaps, because as we know, the moon is not a perfect globe. It's not a perfect circle. So you get these ridges that the sun is able to come through, and it looks really cool. So we're going to hope to see that here shortly as well. Henriette, welcome. Good to see you. I posted on Twitter or X that we got some good views, so if you wouldn't mind reposting, letting people know that we're ready for this party now. And if you're out tuning in on X or on Facebook, I do want to let you know that I don't currently have my chat up for those platforms. But if you're there and you're hanging out and you're watching with us, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you very much. If you'd like to engage in the chat, you're more than welcome to come over to this YouTube. We're still working on our multi-stream setup. So right now we have this set up so it is most stable. And allows for the best multi-feed coverage, so we can go to YouTube, X, and Facebook without any drops or lag or anything like that. So that's currently how we're configured right now. The downside of that configuration is that I don't see the chats from X and Facebook at the moment. So if you want to come chat, feel free to come out over on YouTube. But I do see that you're watching over there on Facebook and X, so thank you very much for that. I appreciate you. 23 minutes until the Ring of Fire, folks. And clouds are looking okay. There will definitely be a couple blockages in the next couple minutes, in the next few minutes, but it won't be too bad. They're pretty small. Testing. All right, yeah, we're back with the mic. Look at that. That sunspot is just about to get blocked out by the shadow. Again, just under that shadow, you can see a drop or a blot. I don't know what you call it, but it's a sunspot. I was distracted by the train, the sun blop. All right, this is looking pretty impressive here. How's everything looking on the stream? Is it coming across looking pretty high quality? I think I could probably bump bitrate stream, maybe make sure you're checking to make sure you're watching on the highest quality. Let me know how it's looking, and if you think that I should increase the bitrate a little bit to make it look a little bit higher quality, let me know. It looks like that sunspot is about halfway cut through right now, which is pretty cool to see. That sunspot is half in the shadow. Wow, look at that. I'm super stoked to see what this ring of fire looks like. Again, it's not something I got to see with the total eclipse, because during a total eclipse, the moon is completely covering the face of the sun, and you still get to see some of that aura around the outside of the sun, but you don't get to see that ring of fire like we will today. Mic is cutting off occasionally. Yeah, I accidentally kicked out the cable, so hopefully it'll be okay now. Let me just adjust the cable, make sure it's tight. And yeah, I think it's okay. It might, if it cuts out occasionally, it might just be time for a new cable. But I literally ripped it out accidentally. Another train going by. Let me get some more stills with my still camera here. All right, our mic is back for now, and I just broke out the backup mics. So if that cuts out again, I'm going to switch over to the backup mics. I would need to grab one cable, but I'll just be careful with the mic for now. And if I have to switch it after, I'll switch it after. But the most important is the video here, so we won't worry about the mic too much. But I'll try to continue to bring you commentary. And if I have to switch over to these other mics, I will do that. But right now it looks like the mic is good. And we're getting dang close to this ring of fire here. Look at this. Just a bit of a sliver left on the sun. And after we get past through this ring of fire, I'm going to see if I can get some people over to talk about their experience here. Just checking on the Facebook and X feeds. It's looking pretty good. Looking like everything is working. I see a few people, Koike, Christina, and Melissa tuning in on Facebook. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you very much. And on X, we got a couple people watching on X as well. Or we had a couple people watching on X. But the streams are looking good. Yeah, there's 3 people watching on X. Shout out to you folks watching on X. Appreciate you very much. We're just passing about 15 minutes until the Ring of Fire portion of this event. It's already happening in New Mexico. Wow. So whatever you're seeing in New Mexico is what we should be experiencing here in about 15 minutes. I am stoked. Oh, yeah, this is cool. This is cool. It's considerably darker. Holy crap. But that might just be the cloud. The lighting in the environment right now is crazy. I wish y'all could see this. Oh, what the heck? I know there's a little bit of a cloud cover going over the sun right now, but I think there's some considerable impact of just the fact that so much of the sun is being cut out for the lighting. It looks so weird. Wow. "13 minutes and 45 seconds. And if it lasts for about 5-ish minutes, incredible. Hope you'll be lucky with clouds." Yeah, I think we'll get, I think just around 3 minutes for the Ring of Fire at this location. And yes, I am thinking we're going to be good on the clouds. I'm going to take a picture of the crowd here and just see if this will capture the lighting. I don't know if it will. I feel like my phone is going to auto-adjust. This is cool, though. I can't get over just the lighting, just the ambient lighting. It looks so different. It's not like sunset. It just looks different. All right, we're just over 10 minutes from the Ring of Fire. If y'all have had this on in the background, haven't been paying too much attention, and just been kind of using this as some background noise, now's the time to tune back in. Let's get some hype going on in chat. This is pretty incredible. This is really starting to feel like a significant event. First half definitely felt a little bit stressful and everything because of the cloud cover, but now we're in it. This is really feeling like the way that the eclipse is supposed to feel, and it's really crazy. It's really bizarre. This little wispy cloud cover that we have right now is clearing up in just a minute. There is a pretty big chunk of clouds coming in behind it. We just got to hope that it's slow enough or low enough that it doesn't impact us. It's going to be close. Jumping in for the epic moments. Thank you, David. Thank you, David. Again, we're here at the Alamo Beer Company in San Antonio, Texas, and we're probably well past 75% of a eclipse right now. It's a little bit dim on your screen just because we have some wispy clouds, but those are going to be clearing up here in probably 30 seconds to a minute. And then I'm hoping that we have clear skies for the next 10 minutes. It's going to be close with one section of clouds coming in behind it, so just fingers crossed that we get clear skies for that ring of fire moment in 9 minutes and 40 seconds. So keep an eye on the top right of the moon right now, or the sun, the top right. That's where we should start seeing those Bailey's beads if we're able to make them out through the filter. In just a couple of minutes, I would imagine. Just a few minutes, we should start to see those Bailey's beads peek out the top right side of the moon. The moon and Mars. I mean, not Mars. The moon and the sun. So keep an eye out up there. Eight minutes and 38 seconds. And that's if this clock is right. I almost think it looks a little bit quicker than that, but we'll have to see. No problem. Andrew. Nice to meet you. Yep. Do y'all have a quick glasses? You don't have some? There you go. My pleasure. Absolutely. It's on YouTube. The channel called Rocket Future. I mostly do rocket stuff, but when there's a big event like this, I'll come on and stuff. Rocket Future. Yep.
Oh, wow. That's much better.
We're about 7 minutes away from the Ring of Fire, which would be cool. If that time's right, give or take a couple minutes. 7 or so. Yep. Just about 7 minutes until that Ring of Fire, folks. Andres saying awesome. It is pretty crazy. The lighting. I was just saying that the lighting is crazy, and it really feels like, I don't know. It feels different than a sunset. It feels different than a sunrise. It's just a lot less bright than usual. It's really interesting. Thank you, Space Girl Falcon. Potentially 2 minutes shorter. NASA live from Caryville, just under 4 minutes. So we might be closer to 4 minutes away. We'll have to see. That one's actually not as good. This one's just for still pictures. Are you from here? I'm originally from New England, but I moved down to Brownsville. Yeah, that's what people say. My dad. No, we definitely have an accent.
Okay. I was like, I don't know.
I guess I just don't. Oh, let me adjust that. And we look good on clouds. All right, I think we're going to be good on clouds. There's a couple wispy clouds that might pass over during the Ring of Fire here, but it won't be a big impact. We're just a couple minutes away from that Ring of Fire moment here, folks. I got a live stream up on YouTube right now. Yeah. It's called Rocket Future. No problem. And after the Ring of Fire, if anybody wants to be interviewed or anything, just come on over and we'll chat. All right, it's getting close. I know.
Where do you live?
I live near Brownsville. Yeah.
And were they having it there too?
Yeah, it's pretty close to this, but they won't have the full ring that we'll see in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many places will have a whole ring?
It's pretty much from like Oregon down here. There's like a small band.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. All right, let's keep an eye out for those Bailey's beads on the top right of the sun here in 1 to 2 minutes. And I got a live stream up on YouTube. Just bringing the eclipse to everybody that can see it for themselves. Yeah. It's come out pretty good. The clouds were a bit of a bummer earlier, but now it's amazing. Yep. It's coming here, folks. We're almost there.
So you got a YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's called Rocket Future.
You got a car?
I don't have one.
Rocket Future.
Yep, if you Google it, you'll find it. All right, any second here. You can see the ring starting to form. Yep. Should be probably 30 seconds to a minute. It's forming. It's forming. All right, folks, if you have this on in the background, now is the time to tune in. We're less than a minute away from the Ring of Fire. And here it comes. Oh, my God. This is so different than the annular eclipse. I mean, the total eclipse. That is amazing. Right? Isn't it? Wow. Look at that. Wow. That is wild. Wow. A little bit emotional here. This is pretty cool. That's wild. Yeah. We are in the Ring of Fire. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Probably another minute at most. Yeah, so at certain points, the moon is further or closer to the Earth. and it's a little further away now than it would be during a total eclipse. So if the moon is a little closer, it would block out the whole face. But it, isn't it? No problem. My pleasure. I'm going to adjust the camera here a little bit just to bring it down. Wow. That is something else. That is a lot different than the experience of a total eclipse, and it's honestly just as cool in a different way, which I didn't expect it to be quite as impactful as the total eclipse. Wow. That is crazy. What the heck? It looks fake. This is crazy. I've been standing off camera? Sorry, I was distracted. It really looks fake. Wow. Definitely couldn't help but from tearing up a little bit during that. That was quite an emotional experience. And it's still going. All right, let's look at that bottom right section now. Let's see if we can see some of those Bailey's beads. I couldn't see any on the beginning of it, but let's see if we see some at the end of it. So we're looking for some bright patches coming through on the bottom where the moon is about to break through the outer ring there. I definitely see some patches of darkness, which I guess is kind of what I'm talking about. It just looks different with the glasses on, which, of course, we have to have them on. There it is. That's the end of the ring. Wild. Thank freaking God for the opening in the skies. I knew that was going to happen. It's just how things work out for these types of events. I don't know why, and it doesn't always work out that way, but I knew it was going to open up. That is cool. How's the mic? Mic is still looking good. Oh, I need to move it over a little bit, though. There you go. Fixed. Wow. And now it's just this ring. Crazy. So I'll wait a few more minutes for the view to kind of be a little less impressive, and then I'm going to start seeing if anybody wants to talk about that experience. That was so cool. Wow. I'm going to pan over to the crowd. Can I show your dog with the glasses? We got a dog with some goggles over here. Aw, that is amazing. Check out this dog, folks. Yeah, thank you. All right. That was cool. Thank you for the gifted membership, T. Evans. Thomas, thank you. Ryan says, awesome coverage, Andrew. I'm so happy the clouds cleared up for you. Me too. That was ridiculous. That was wild. I think our friends might be coming back to talk to us about how that experience was. Let's see. What do you guys think?
Awesome.
Yeah?
It's super cool. It's still going on.
Yep.
Mother Nature is
Yeah.
awesome.
It still looks just as cool.
Yeah, it does.
So I saw a total eclipse before, and I was expecting this to be not quite as crazy experience, but just seeing that perfect ring around it,
Yeah.
it looked fake. It's wild.
And not just that, the ambiance here
Yeah.
is like
The lighting,
yeah,
it's
the
not
lighting.
like a sunlight. It's not like a
Exactly.
sunrise. Not like a sunset. It's
Yes.
completely different. It's
Yes.
completely different.
I never experienced this.
Yeah.
The lighting out here.
It's wild.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So cool. Still looks pretty impressive.
Yep. Yeah, it looks
So now over the next, I think, over an hour it'll take to kind of wean away.
Oh, right, it's over.
Yep.
Oh, that part
The
is
ring is over.
far.
Yep.
Man.
Natano Ben says great timing. It really was. Great timing.
What was your channel again?
It's called Rocket Future.
Rocket Future.
Yep.
Got it.
It's close.
Awesome.
It's close.
All right, it was nice meeting you.
You
Andrew.
too. Thanks for chatting. Appreciate it. Huh?
You want a beer? Online? I'll treat you.
Is there no line?
I'll get it. Yeah, no, there's a huge line, so I'll be back, okay? You want a beer?
I would drink one.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Any type or?
I have some glasses, yeah. Something light, but anything's fine. You like some glasses too? No problem at all. Somebody is going to get me a beer, which is amazing. All right, folks, we're gonna be hanging out here for a while to see. Since we missed the whole start of this dang eclipse, we're gonna watch it go away. So we're gonna be hanging out here for another hour at least. Everybody seems a lot happier and a lot more at ease, or that's me projecting. I'm a lot happier that we now have those clear skies. Holy crap, that was wild. What an experience that was. That was awesome. You guys have to go see total eclipse, or now you got to go see an annular eclipse. Even if you've seen a total eclipse, this is so different. You got to come see one of these too. That was cool. It's called Rocket Future. I'm on YouTube, X, Twitter, and Facebook. Yeah. I mostly do videos about like rockets and stuff, but I had to do it for this because it's just so cool. So just space stuff in general.
I figured. I'm a physicist.
Cool.
Full time, so
That's awesome. That's
What's
awesome.
your YouTube?
Rocket Future.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
Cool. Thanks for chatting. Yeah, absolutely. We had somebody just stop by and tell me they were in school as a physicist, which is so cool. It's really cool to see people out here excited about science and stuff. Wow. That was something. That was something. How did that look on stream? Did that look pretty cool? I kept checking in, and I think we got pretty good coverage of it. Got another train passing. This place just has a lot of character. We got the train, we got the old train bridge. I don't even know if it's an old train bridge, but it's an old bridge. This is wild. I think I've said wild 100 times. Natano Ben says, looked great. Good to hear, good to hear. We're here at the Alamo Beer Company. Alamo Beer Company. I want to double check, make sure I'm saying that right, because they've been a gracious host to me. Yep, Alamo Beer Company.
I have some good pictures of you. If you want to send me.
Sure, yeah. Phone?
Yeah.
Someone just came over and told me that they took some pictures of me, which is awesome. So she's going to send me those. Looked awesome on stream, thanks. We have clouds and only 20% eclipse here, so it's nice to see. Very good. That was the whole point of coming out here. So I'm glad to hear that. Oh man. Yeah, a little bit of a rough start with all the clouds, but what are you going to do? Practice what you preach, and I was preaching patience through the first half of that. And I just said be patient, and generally speaking, when you're patient, you have those magical moments that come out, and that's exactly what happened. We held through. I'm sure I haven't even looked at our view count or anything, but I can't imagine it's very high. I would imagine it would be a lot higher if we had stable views through the whole thing, but it's totally fine. It's totally good. Those who hung out and stayed got to see that, got to experience that. I obviously am recording stuff as well. So we're gonna post some other content on the YouTube and stuff. We might have somebody else coming over to do an interview. Let's see. How's it going? You wanna come on over? Hi, my name is Andrew. How are you?
I'm good. My name is Karishma.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet both of you. What do you think of that?
Oh, that was amazing.
Pretty close experience?
I drove from Dallas this morning to see the ring.
Nice. How long of a drive from Dallas?
About 4 hours.
4 hours.
Four and
That was
a half
about 4 hours for me too.
Where did you come from?
Brownsville.
Oh, okay. I see.
Was that your first eclipse?
I saw the one in 2017.
Same.
Oh, you did? Okay. Where did you see that from?
I was just near Nashville.
Oh, I see. I saw it from Atlanta.
Nice. And was
Yeah.
it a total eclipse in Atlanta?
I don't remember.
I was really impressed by like how impactful of an experience this was, because I thought it wouldn't be nearly as cool as the total, but it was awesome. It was so cool.
It was amazing.
So
yeah.
cool.
Especially with the clouds earlier on, I was not sure if we could see it.
Exactly.
But during the ring, it was like
It was
completely
perfect.
clear. So
Perfect. Then it looks like we'll get some clear skies for the it weaning out too.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
cool. Thank you so much for chatting.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Sure.
it. The channel? Rocket Future. Yep. Cool. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hopefully y'all could hear that okay. Oh, let me adjust. So I was hoping to be able to do a. Let me remove that web. How do I get rid of that? Let's go like that and like that. And now we're golden. I was hoping to have like pretty much an uninterrupted video, so I could do a time lapse of the a tracking shot of the sun after. We didn't get that, but it's fine. What I will be able to do is a time lapse of the last few moments before the ring, then the ring, and then most of this period, which is great. So that'll be stabilized and in the center. I'm very curious if this main camera that's running the Eclipse stream, the main feed for the Eclipse, it says that it's recording, but it also said that there's a problem with the card, so I don't know if it's recording or not. But I hope it was though. Yep. That's pretty cool, right? Making some pretty good progress with the eclipse wrapping up here. Still going to be another hour or so, but that sun is coming back. It's getting a little brighter here. You can still notice a decrease in brightness, but it's definitely getting brighter. I gotta adjust over a little bit. Music is not loud at all. Good. That should hopefully save me from the copyright strikes. It looks like Starbase might have opened up a little bit for the cloud coverage, which is great. While we're just hanging out and watching the rest of the clips, I want to say thank you so much for all of our members. Huge shout out to Thomas for the gifted memberships for this stream and other streams as well. Thomas has been a huge supporter of this channel, and we appreciate him very much. Thank you. Huge shout out to all of our members. Thank you for being members. Thank you for supporting our channel. Your support on this channel is how we get to come out and do events like this. It wasn't a super expensive event, but I did have to get the Eclipse filters to the cameras and obviously the gas and everything. You know, when money is tight, it's your support on this channel that helps make the difference between being able to do an event like this and not. So I do appreciate all the super chats. Thank you everybody for the super chats and the memberships here so far. I know I say it all the time, but it literally goes right back into the channel. So thank you very much. We're gonna still stick around for another hour or so or more, however long it takes to get this eclipse wrapped up. Clouds broke just long enough for me to catch some of it here. Life is good. That is awesome to hear, Thomas. Hey, Dave Roberts. Good to see you, Dave. Very good to see you, Dave. Miss you down here in Texas. Hope you come visit. Oh, man. What a day. What a day. I'm going to spend the day tomorrow working on the project that I've been talking about a lot on this channel. So I want to try to do a lot of work on that project tomorrow. This is the one I haven't really announced any details about. But if I can get no promises, but if I can get enough done with that project tomorrow, we might be able to show you a sneak peek of that sometime Monday or Tuesday. That's my goal right now, but we'll have to see how it goes. Sounds good, Dave. I'm looking forward to our meals out when you come down and visit. All right, let me post a couple of shots to Twitter. That was cool. Oh, man. So, down back at Starbase, there is a Marine Safety Information Bulletin posted for the 13th. Or, sorry, not the 13th. The 17th. I'm traveling beginning the 18th. So I do hope to cover whatever is happening on the 17th. It could be a wet dress rehearsal. We just don't know yet. But potentially we could see Booster 9, Ship 25 restacked. And we could see a full wet dress rehearsal of the vehicles. So I'm going to try to cover that. I have a lot of prep to do before my trip that is coming up on the 18th. But if they're doing a full wet dress, I'm really going to have to get that stream. So stay tuned for that as well. So I'll get some clouds coming, but nothing too serious. We might just have a few momentary blockers, but relatively everything is still clear. So we'll just have a few moments of clouds. So yeah, we got this Eclipse stream done. That is a big check off the list. Our secret new channel feature, hopefully we can announce Monday or Tuesday if I can get enough work done on it. And I'm trying to release the first episode of a new series before I go on the trip as well, but we'll have to see how much time I have for that. If not, expect the first episode of a new series to come out second week of November. Excuse me. They actually have real trees up here, rather than as opposed to in Brownsville. So I actually have some fall allergies up here, where I don't have like any allergies in Brownsville. Dave Roberts says, by the way, we have been to San Antonio and visited the Alamo. Love the Riverwalk there. Always a fun night out at the Riverwalk, walking around, hopping from bar to bar, restaurant to restaurant. Alamo is cool as well. We're not far from that right now. We're pretty dang close. We're at the Alamo Beer Company. Here in San Antonio. But cool city. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Andy M. So yeah, we have some stuff coming up on the channel. Just trying to think. I think there was another thing, wasn't there? But yeah, plenty of stuff coming up. Yeah, these are some of those clouds I was talking about, but there's hardly anything, which is awesome. Had a couple interviews today. That was pretty cool. Try to get a couple more too. Take it you're drinking Alamo beer then? I actually don't know what I'm drinking, but I would imagine they probably only serve Alamo beer here. So I think so. And it's really good, to be honest with you. I think we're approaching that 50% mark. Maybe even past the 50% mark. So the moon is probably covering about 45-50% of the sun right now. If you're just joining us, we had the amazing Ring of Fire experience here just a little while ago, so you can feel free to scrub back on that. That was wild. Somebody should count up all the times I said wild on this broadcast. I would say the daylight looks just about like it usually would. You can still tell that there's a little bit less light than usual, but nothing like it was earlier. I'm sure, I don't know, but I would imagine that probably didn't come across very well on camera, but just the lighting was just absolutely so unreal and different compared to what we're used to. It was really cool. Any interest in being interviewed? Come on over. My name is Andrew.
How you doing?
Nice
Mike.
to meet you. What do you think of the eclipse?
I thought it was pretty cool. Actually, it's like the first time I've seen it through lenses like that.
Very cool. Very cool. First time. So, what was there anything like unexpected about it for you? Like for me, I was like, the lighting out here is wild. I was like, it looks so unreal.
Well, it was cloudy at first, so I thought, then we might not be able to see it,
Yeah.
But then after that, it cleared up, so I was pretty stoked about that.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
then-
cleared up just in time.
And then we were standing right over there, so it actually got pretty clear
Nice.
views right there.
Awesome. Very good.
Yeah.
Will you go out of your way to see another one again in the future?
Oh
or-
yeah, like anything that has to do with like space science.
Oh yeah. You should
I'm from Florida, so I actually go to like a lot of the rocket launches.
Oh, that's awesome.
I just moved out here, but I still travel to Florida to go see the rocket launches.
Have you been down to Starbase yet?
Not yet, because I don't know anything about Texas yet,
Oh,
so-
come on down. So I'm based out of Starbase.
Okay.
And so from a public highway, so if that yellow van was the Starship rockets, you can get like this close to the rockets.
So you get pretty good views out here?
Yeah, it's about a 4-hour drive.
Okay.
Um,
Because I always go down to Port Canaveral area, and there's like a bunch of spots out there where we're like right there by the beach.
Right. So there's only been one full stack launch so far down there, but when they're not launching, you can get real close. And when they are launching, you can get like 5 miles away, and it's the biggest rocket ever so far. So definitely come on down, check it out. Feel free to, if you want to check it out, find me on my channel, and I can show you around or
What's
whatever.
the name of the channel?
It's called Rocket Future.
Rocket Future?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's if you like rockets, like Starbase is amazing.
Do you use, I use this app.
What do you got?
To find like a lot of the rocket launches and stuff.
Is it Next Spaceflight?
No, it's a launch console.
I haven't used that one. There's a lot of good apps out there though.
Yeah, that's the one
Launch
I've been
console.
using. I don't really know about any of the other ones, but
Yeah, I'll check
launch
it out.
console.
Cool.
It'll tell me like all the upcoming dates, and then it's got like rocket information on like the ones that they're using.
Nice.
And then it has the GPS to like find like make sure like you're.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Launch console. I'll
Yeah.
check that out. Cool. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you chatting. Cheers.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And check out. Yeah, like I said, if you come down to Starbase, hit me up on like Twitter or whatever, and I'll let you know what
Are you
the
on
deal is.
Instagram?
I am. Yeah.
Okay, so same thing on Instagram.
Yep. I don't check that as often, but if you send me a message, I should get a notification.
Okay. Launch space.
Rocket Future.
Rocket.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Let's stop by to see if I can sell you my NASA hat.
To what?
Sell you my NASA hat.
Oh, you're gonna sell it to me? Well, it's a nice hat, but I don't know if I'm interested. I have so many NASA hats.
Y'all had, I've been, so. My son's
That's awesome.
he's a NASA engineer. He's with the Launch Services Program.
Oh, that's amazing. Have you all seen launches? Nice. Nice.
And it's crazy to me because I'm a thrust freak.
Right.
And just to see that.
Well, I was just telling him, have you been down to Starbase yet?
I've not been to Starbase.
Come on down. That's where I'm based out of. It's awesome.
You got a card?
I don't. It's 4 hours from here. It's near Brownsville. And,
Over at Brownsville.
yeah, and if you need places to stay and stuff, I have friends that have like SpaceX like specific like places to stay and stuff. Cool. Yeah, yeah. So just hit me up.
Let me write down.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me write down
Absolutely. I don't think I have a pen or anything. You can put it on your phone.
On that beer, I gotta imagine you're the guy that called me from Corpus.
I mean, I was.
I'm Eugene.
Eugene, it's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm glad you guys made it.
Thank you so
And
much.
I'm glad the clouds parted. And we
Oh
got
my
to
God,
say,
it was perfect. It was perfect.
What are you drinking?
Thank you, Eugene.
Force majeure.
What's that? No, this is our light stuff.
Yeah.
This is good, by the way. This is great. So, what are you doing? A picture? What are you doing?
Yeah, we're gonna do a picture.
Cool.
Yeah, right there.
Cool.
Thank you.
Absolutely, my pleasure, man.
So what's the
Rocket Future.
rocket?
Yeah. So if you type Rocket Future, it'll probably come up. But if it doesn't, type the Rocket Future.
Alrighty.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
Oh, we got to get down there. And plus that, I think Brownsville has the best sand of all the Texas.
South Padre Island is a great beach. And if you like rockets, Boca Chica Beach, you can literally sit on Boca Chica Beach, have a fire, have a beer, and the world's largest, most powerful rocket is like a quarter mile away from you. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Rocket who?
Rocket Future. She's got it.
Hey,
She's got it.
there you have it.
All good. I don't have a good side, so it's all fine.
Believe it or not, I stuck the glasses in front of the iPhone.
Oh, it came out good.
And so I got the leaving, the ring. Let's see. I got it just before it was the ring and all that. So I'm gonna.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna expand that and make them all pictures of how I did.
Those came out really good.
Yours, I'm assuming, a whole hell of a lot better. Well, yours, you're filtered for it, though, right?
Yeah. I think it'll come out pretty
That's
good.
a great shirt.
Thank you.
And where are they selling it already? Is it a long time ago?
Yeah, I got this. I think somebody bought this for me. I don't even remember where it was.
All right, be good.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Send me a message. I'll give you all the hookups. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. I'm going to see if I can get Eugene over here from Alamo. All this view needs is a silhouette of Starship of the sun about now, right? Oh, it's getting brighter and hotter now. Yeah, we're going to be, we're definitely cutting down on the total eclipse percentage here. I'm going to put some sunscreen on my neck. I'll use the left hand in case I need to do handshakes. Well, this has been cool. I've enjoyed this. You may really need a hat. Yeah, I should probably put some sunscreen on my bald spot, huh? I put a little bit on it earlier. Do they make like permanent eclipse glasses that I can buy that are just like actually nice glasses? I'm sure they do. These things are a pain sometimes. Take a couple more pictures. I love space and everything space related. People are awesome. This is the best crew. These are some positive people that are interested in these types of events. Good people, good people. Other than this person's car alarm. Come on. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but this car alarm is going wild. There we go. So yeah, another big shout out to Alamo Beer Company, for the hospitality, and I appreciate Eugene coming over to say hi and refilling my beer. Much appreciated. And I'm not just saying this, but I really like this beer. It's a nice light beer, perfect for an eclipse. I'll have to ask him what it is. It was good. So we got probably another, just a little under an hour, maybe 45 minutes until we wrap up this eclipse. And we're getting some great footage, so we'll be able to make a pretty cool stabilized time lapse after, as long as the camera's recording. I still don't know if it is or not, but it should be some pretty cool content. Let me just go tell Eugene he's free. He's welcome to come chat if he wants. 1 second. All right, folks, let me make sure we still got the eclipse up. This is Eugene from Alamo.
Hey, great to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. We're looking at this one here.
Hey, where'd you go? Oh. There you go.
You can't see anything with those eclipse
Can I see
glasses
that
on.
one? Okay,
Yep.
good.
So you're the founder of Alamo Beer Company?
Yeah, so we're celebrating 20 years this month. I originally started delivering beer out of the back of a minivan.
Wow.
And we built the facility here about 8 years ago.
I love the layout here. It's just so much going on. You got obviously get the brewery. You got this old bridge which had so much character. Yeah. You got the trains going by, and then you get an eclipse. Like it's crazy. It's awesome.
It is kind of crazy. And in the olden days when we first started, the street right over here, you could pick up a hooker and get some crack.
Oh no! But it's changed a lot since then, I would imagine.
The neighborhood's grown up, so things are looking good now for the east side of downtown.
Good. That's great. I haven't spent a ton of time in San Antonio, but. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I tell you, San Antonio is just one of those super special places. It's one of the cities where we've saved our culture, and if you tour our downtown, the historic buildings are intact. We've grown. We have a very vibrant San Antonio, Tex-Mex, Mexican culture.
It's awesome.
It's just it's really the perfect blend.
Right. Very cool. Well, I appreciate you allowing me to come do the stream here. It's been awesome.
Sure, I'm so glad you came up.
Thank you so much.
All the way from Corpus Christi,
yep.
which was probably clouded
even
in.
Brownsville. I came from Brownsville.
Yeah, okay, Brownsville. I don't know, I was looking at the clouds earlier and I thought, oh, come on. Just saying those eclipse prayers that you do when you travel
It worked
somewhere.
It worked out.
So. Perfect. Thank
cool.
you so much for
Appreciate
coming.
it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Good meeting you. Oh, now we have to figure out whose beer is whose. Was that mine?
Probably. That's my guess.
Yeah, I probably would have done.
I think mine had more. I don't have anything, so.
That's good. Okay, I didn't. So it's Brownsville you're from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, are you in the track for April? Or where are you going to be for that one?
I'm going to be up in New England, so.
At the end of, okay.
So, I went to school up in Burlington, Vermont, and it's also going to correlate with one of the anniversaries for my college.
Oh, perfect.
So we're going to go up there. A bunch of my friends are going to go up there, and we're going to see it from there.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm looking forward to it.
Super.
That'll be a total. No worries.
What's the name again?
Rocket Future.
I'll call you and let you know how it is
Sure.
before it gets there.
Sounds good. Sounds
Should
good.
only take.
Yeah.
I don't know how many minutes it takes to get from here.
I don't even know either. A few. Yeah, probably not that very long. But yeah, thank you.
It's so cool that you came to set up. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome.
And we're open Wednesday through Sunday as our normal hours.
Wednesday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Although we're brewing 7 days a week.
Heck yeah.
Cool.
Oh, did I see there was a specific beer that was being
Yeah,
announced?
so we have a Ring of Fire one. It's our amber lager with some chili in it.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Do you still have some left?
I'll go check for it. I'll bring one.
No pressure.
No,
but
I'll bring you a sample.
Okay.
'Cause you got plenty.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you, man. So that was Eugene, folks. Let me adjust the camera here.
Is Rocket Future on Instagram?
Yeah, so if you don't find it under Rocket Future, just look at the Rocket. I'm originally from Massachusetts, but I.
Yeah, well, actually, it's funny because my mom, my entire family from Massachusetts.
Okay. Oh, Dorchester. I live in Dorchester.
Oh, okay. And then my dad's from Philadelphia.
Wow. Okay. That's great. But now I'm based in Massachusetts.
Is that one?
That's me.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, Instagram is like kind of where I'm least active on, but
So you have a website too? Is this where it's streaming on?
it's streaming on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Those are my most active. Cool.
So you live here in San Antonio? Or are you down close to the Starbase area?
I'm like 11 miles from Starbase, like launch pad.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to check it out then because I didn't know about Starbase. So I was just like, man, where can I find like a rocket launch out here? Because I know they got headquarters out here too.
Yeah.
So
So we don't know when the next launch is going to be yet. It might be weeks or it might be months.
that's why you should get on that launch console.
Yeah, they don't know either though.
'Cause
There's FAA stuff that's coming.
gotcha.
But like I said, it's the largest, most powerful rocket in the world right now. More powerful than Saturn V. So if you hear about a launch, make your way down there and we'll do the
Definitely.
All right. Eugene seems great. Yeah, he's great. Oh, he forgot his Eclipse glasses here. I think he's bringing me a sample. I'll give him these back. It's wild. This is San Antonio for sure. That's oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. Just a little longer on this Eclipse. Hopefully I got the right beer. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I need to do. I'll take a couple more pictures with the still camera. But I think we kind of accomplished everything. I'm just hoping that the film camera actually also recorded. I'm about 50-50 on whether it did. It looks like it is, but it also told me that it was incompatible, so I just don't know. I think it is. Oh, is Chief gonna come by? I don't know if Chief's gonna come by, but I just invited him. Oh man. Don't forget these two.
I came back for those, but I wanted to give you a taster of our Ring of Fire,
This is the Ring of Fire.
which is an amber ale. I'm sorry, amber lager with a little bit of chili to it.
Okay.
See how you like that?
That's really good.
And picking up a little bit of the raspberry.
Yeah, I was about to say
Okay.
there's something sweet in there.
Yeah. So you've got the sweetness.
That's refreshing, even though it's a little spicy. That has a
Yeah.
little spice to it.
Yeah.
Huh. Very
So
nice.
That's, I'm gonna say that's the one that we did special just for this event.
Yeah,
So
that's
we
great.
call it Ring of Fire, of course. And I'm gonna say it's just got this nice,
Cheers.
super balance to it.
Thank you. Appreciate that. That's awesome. It is. It's such like a dynamic beer with all sorts of different things going on.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, but you got a hint of chili, hint of raspberry, and
Very good.
a whole lot of Eclipse.
Yeah.
Actually, the type of hops that's in it is called an Eclipse hop.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
Huh.
I forget where it's from.
That's cool.
Good.
That's
All
cool.
right,
I appreciate
enjoy.
it. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
have fun.
Yeah, new on Rocket Future beer tastings. Dave says. How's it going?
How are you?
You want to say hi to stream?
Sure.
My name's Andrew, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Andrew. I'm Michael. How are you?
Michael, I'm great. I'm great. Awesome eclipse. What do you think?
Pretty cool. Really cool.
Glad the clouds kind of left right in time.
They were right there in the beginning and then moved out of the way and became a beautiful day. So.
It did. It did. Was it your first eclipse?
No.
Okay. How many have you seen?
I can't remember, but I've seen several.
Nice.
So a couple of lunars and solar.
Very cool.
So.
Very cool. I've seen a total eclipse, a total solar, and I wasn't expecting this to be as like kind of mind blowing as it was. The ring was, it looked
Yeah.
fake. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
So you're displaying it on your.
Yep. So we got still a live feed from that camera of
Very
the
cool.
eclipse, and then this one's of us from this camera here. So this is going out to YouTube and X
Oh, awesome.
and Twitter, Facebook.
I'm glad you're doing this. It's really cool. It's fascinating. It's cool to see it here. It's so much clearer on your screen with the filters and everything you've got on,
Right,
your
right.
lenses. So.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
happy.
remember being a little kid and seeing one that got really dark and dust like in the 80s, and I remember having a welding helmet on. It's like, am I going to burn my eyes?
Right,
So
right.
It's a better way of looking at it.
Yeah, it's
Thanks
not
for doing
bad.
this, Andrew. It's
My
so
pleasure.
awesome.
Yep,
Very
absolutely.
cool. Do you have a YouTube channel or a
Yeah.
Instagram page that we can go
Yeah,
look at?
all of them. It's called Rocket Future.
Rocket
You
Future.
should be able to find that anywhere.
Okay, awesome. Thanks so much.
Absolutely, my
Thank you.
pleasure.
Bye.
Thanks. Wow. There's like not a cloud in the sky anymore. It's so clear out. I would say just a little while longer. And bring in the I almost feel like I can physically see the movement between the moon and the sun. Like I feel like I can see that the shadow getting smaller. Too slow to actually notice the difference. Damn. I'm so stoked for next year's eclipse, folks. This, if you thought this was cool, we're excited. Make some plans to go see that one. Out, chilling out. Good to see. This seems like a great business they got going on here. Trying to see if anybody posted pictures from Starbase. Thank you, Jess. Chief is here. You can't hear me. Testing, testing. Can you hear me now? It looks like it should be testing, testing. Yeah, it seems like it's cutting in and out still. So at some point I'll run over and grab the other cable and switch over to the other mic. But yeah, thanks for letting me know. Appreciate that. This this cable is definitely on its way out. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, definitely the mic cable. But I do have these backup wireless ones that we'll switch to if needed. Oh yeah, that's definitely chief. Try not. He's looking around trying to find me. Chief. All right, he saw me. He saw me. I'm not going to force him to be on camera if, on his day off if he doesn't want to be. Let's see. I'll ask him if he wants to talk. What's up? You want to be on stream for a second?
Sure.
What do you think of the eclipse?
It was started out kind of shaky with a lot of clouds. I was worried about it. Yeah, I texted you. I was like, it was clear this morning when I first set up, but yeah, right about the time that it was getting close to being centered, yeah, it finally came out, and I'm sure you saw it.
Yep.
So, yeah, it was nice. I'm just wondering how my stuff's gonna turn out because I still got to go back and process it and get everything.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
But yeah, my mic's been cutting in and out, so I'm just making sure it's good. But it's good.
Okay. How many people's on the stream?
I don't know actually. I haven't been paying attention, but I think because the first half of it was just clouds, I feel like a lot of people probably dropped. So, which is fine. I'll make some other content about it. But we've had a good stream. We interviewed the founder of Alamo, interviewed a few other folks, and yeah, we had some great content. So,
cool. How'd you know about this?
I just looked it up. So originally I was planning on Corpus, and I just looked at. I wanted something with like a upbeat atmosphere.
Yeah.
So I looked at bars in Corpus. There was one that I found that was putting on an event, but they weren't responsive. So then I was like, I don't want to drive all the way to San Antonio, but let's see what there is. And then I saw the pictures of this place, and I was like, wait, this is a cool atmosphere, cool vibe, people up on the bridge and everything. So
Yeah, 'cause I didn't know about this.
it's pretty pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. That's the founder there. If he comes over, I'll introduce you.
Okay.
That's Eugene. But they got some good beers. I don't know if you want to try this one or not. You're welcome to. It is their Eclipse beer, which has a little bit of spice to it, a little bit of raspberry. It's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
It's different, but it's good.
Yeah, that's all right.
And I have no idea what that one is, but it's good too.
I'm gonna go find one.
Cool. Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I was downtown. I was trying to get the Tower of the Americas.
Right.
Which is
That
kind
would've
of
been
iconic
sick.
for
Yeah.
San Antonio. But it just kept getting further and further away. I was like, because there's only so many places you can park down there. So I thought,
Yep.
I thought there would be at least somewhere that had a pretty good angle where I'd get it, the eclipse close to the towers. But it was,
Yep.
yeah. So we'll see how.
Sounds good. And I'll be wrapping this up in a few, so we'll be able to sit and have a drink. Just when I thought the stream couldn't get any better, we have Chief showing up for an interview. Love it. Love it. All right, I want to see a little bit of the end of this eclipse with my own eyes. Wow. So, folks, this is what I anticipate. What we're seeing right now is about what I would have expected to see up in New England and the New York area. This is probably what the max eclipse looked like to them. That ring of fire was so dang cool, though, wasn't it? So I'm going to wait until this eclipse finishes up. We'll wrap things up. I'll hang out with Chief for a few. And we'll go from there. My guess is probably 15 minutes or so left. Let me look it up. Not that it matters. but I'm curious of my estimate. $133. So still a half hour left. At some point, we may just go full screen and chill out. But yeah, we'll see. What'd you go with?
The amber.
Nice.
I don't
Alright.
know. It was just Alamo amber. I don't think it's the.
Oh, it's not this one. Cheers.
Cheers. They look about the same.
They do. They're both ambers. I do know. But so yeah, I don't know. It was fun though. It was definitely at the beginning a little bit stressful, just being like, I hope this isn't the whole thing.
Yeah, right. If it was gonna be cloudy the whole time.
Right.
It looked like it. The way the clouds were there and it's just looking in the distance, I was like, shit.
Yep. I had the same thought. And then I saw a big gap, and I was like, maybe this timing is going to work.
Yeah.
But then there was another layer of clouds coming through, but it seemed like everything just dissipated.
Well, I'll get a couple of shots in between those gaps.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah.
Yep.
And then finally I was like, okay.
But I'm sure you got some good stuff for the actual Ring of Fire.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm hoping. So this, I actually don't know if this is recording. It's definitely streaming, but it says it's recording right now. But when I hit record, it says slot 1 incompatible, but it's ticking on as if it's recording. So I have no idea. I'm hoping it is, because I'll do a stabilized shot of time lapse, so it'll just be.
How are you uploading?
I'm connected to their Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
Yep. My Jeep's over there. I hooked up the Starlink just in case, so it was ready in case I needed it. But their Wi-Fi is holding up.
Did they put you right here and up in the corner?
I decided to be.
Okay.
I couldn't figure out where I wanted to be. I also I didn't really want to show people that didn't consent to being on, and I was thinking about going over there earlier. But then I was like, this backdrop is cool with the Alamo.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so I decided this corner.
You got filters on there?
Yep. Solar filters.
ND filters or the real deal filters?
Real deal.
Okay.
This one has built-in ND filters, which is pretty cool. I can just switch between a quarter and 164. Right now I have it on a quarter with the real filter. I have Eclipse glasses too. We're getting close. Yep. A couple more minutes. I'll probably just I'll go full screen on it and I'll probably wrap things up.
Okay, so your image looks golden. Mine was totally
White?
total white.
This one's totally white.
Okay.
So
I'm hoping once I get back and process it,
yeah.
it'll have that golden hue.
Yeah, same. So, to be honest with you, I think the total white's probably more accurate. But the golden, especially where you get to see the color difference between the center and the green side, that's a little nicer. But yeah, I couldn't figure out why the two differences were. I didn't know if it was just white balance or not, but I don't think it is.
I think it has to do with the filter itself.
Yeah.
Because the filters I bought were UV, infrared, what it hit, it was like as much as you could get,
Right.
whatever. So I think that has to do with cutting out that other colorization.
Makes sense. So you haven't been here?
No, I've never been here.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a nice place.
That's cool. Yeah, there was, like I said, there was one place in Corpus that I reached out to, and I couldn't reach them by phone, and then I sent them a message on Facebook, and they finally got back to me, but it was after I was already talking to these people, and I was just like,
Yeah. All right, just go a little bit further.
yep. I'm glad I did in the end.
You drove in yesterday or when?
Yeah, last night. And stayed at the
Okay.
KOA. About 10 minutes from here. Worked out. Not a bad drive either.
No, it's not terrible, but
Mm.
it's just long enough to be.
Yeah. 100%.
at least there's stuff in between there. You know, I'm used to driving between El Paso and, you know, when we'd go to visit my wife's family in Florida. When you leave El Paso, there's 3 hours of nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
So yeah, that really sucks.
Yep. It's so hard to see if I'm focused on this too. Unfortunately, so this camera obviously has the
Yeah.
and it has the viewfinder, but the viewfinder is useless.
Boy, on mine, if it's a mirror camera, when I go to the live view, it's like really you can't have the live view and okay. And you're white balance, close to what you take. And is that what you always have?
Not what I always talk about, but I'm sure.
Okay. 55.
Yep.
55 meters, which is supposed to be like. I'm thinking that may be why it's the golden color because oh yeah, yeah. Like I said, if you think you put your view in the sun, well, either way, like,
Did you notice that there was a sunspot that you could see getting towards on the those kind of maybe actually no, let me see right now. I can't make it out, but it's like right there. Maybe it's just
the lower left.
it might be right below the ground right now. It might just pop out. But it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What do we got? We got 20 minutes left. So we'll stick with you for the next 20 minutes and then we'll wrap things up. Dave says, tell Chief, Dave and Sue from England, he gave us a sign for, when he comes back over here, I'll do that. Absolutely. I will ask him about that, or I will tell him you said hello. It sounded like Scott Manley there for a second. Hello. I wonder what Scott Manley was doing for the eclipse today. That was a pain, but I got it. Dave and Sue said hi from England. You gave them a signed picture one time. They said hi. Chief says hi. I just told Chief everything about our secret project. So you guys just have to wait just a little longer.
So it's technically still secret because I ain't
Yep.
gonna say nothing.
Yep. We are blocking off the sun a little bit. We have about 10 minutes left of the eclipse here, folks. Yeah, about 10 minutes left here, and then we'll start wrapping things up. But before then, I just want to thank everybody for hanging out and joining us here so far. Huge shout out to all of our members, anybody who donated with super chats. Again, these are the type of events that your support goes to and makes happen. So thank you so much. Hanging out for another 10 minutes or so, and then we're going to wrap some streams up. But I'm not upset because it is what I put into it, and because Starbase has been over the shipping booster and a lot of testing, I've used time over the last couple of weeks to put a lot more time in that work. So it's been the balance more constrained. So I've kind of neglected it a little bit just to make sure that I'm stable for the job. So things are slow, numbers aren't great right now, but it's okay. Hey, how's it going? Yeah? Yeah, there you go. We'll be live for another 10 minutes or so. If you want to talk on stream, you're more than welcome.
Oh, no. I just think it's cool that y'all have this like
Yeah.
setup. Are y'all from San Antonio or?
He is.
I'm originally from San Antonio, Cibolo,
Cibolo, okay. I'm
but
from Cibolo.
I moved down to Brownsville 2 years ago to start filming what he's into down there, where SpaceX is building.
Oh, that's right, because they got like SpaceX down there and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Very cool.
So we met down there. When I was filming, he was coming and hanging out, and then he moved down there.
Yep.
And my family still lives here, so I came back for the eclipse, and he was just trying to find a place to come, and he wound up coming here too. So
It's kind of cool how like everybody's coming out of like this event. Like it's just so wholesome.
Yeah.
It's so wholesome. Like everybody like put aside all their differences. They just like were like we're gonna watch the moon get in front of us.
right.
I was saying this to the stream earlier. I was saying, what a cool community that these types of celestial events bring. Nobody here is angry. like everybody's here to be positive.
Yeah, and just watch a cool event.
Yeah.
It's just watch a cool event.
Yeah.
Like,
When you have something else to focus on, you don't have to focus on all those outside things.
Yeah.
We can all get together, focus on this, and take have fun with it. Yeah.
no, it's I think it's really cool.
Yeah. 100%. Good stuff.
You go to the game last night?
Yeah, we did go to we went to the game last night. Yeah,
Okay.
I got seats right behind the Spurs bench. So
man.
so it was a good. Apparently it's like my dad came into town last night and he was like watching highlights of like Bayama's game because he like dropped like 23, like 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 3 blocks.
Yeah.
Something good for a preseason game
Yeah.
as like a rookie, right? The hype's bringing up to the name.
I've
He was just like, check out this highlight, and I'm just like, oh, Dad, like we came out on there.
Yeah,
because we're literally right
Yeah,
behind
if you look in the background, yeah.
Yeah, like I was like, if you look at the background, we're right there.
Yeah, I've got season tickets, so I'm there.
Awesome, bro. Where are you at?
I'm up in the nosebleed.
No,
So 209. So, but it's man, it's
you gotta come down next time. One of my buddies, his fiance is like the CEO for the Methodist hospitals, and apparently they saw us down there acting a fool. And she was like, "Are y'all here?" And I was like, "John Eric's here." Anyway, it was fun. It was a good game.
Yeah, that was great.
It was a great game.
Especially see what Wimby, just beginning.
Hey, he was going on.
This
I'm over here talking sidelines, and you already knew.
Yeah.
You already knew. You were there. That's awesome. Anyway, thank you. It was Adam, right?
Andrew.
Andrew. I'm sorry.
by Chief.
Chief, you got it, Chief.
Yeah. Appreciate you stopping by.
Of course, man. Sorry.
Yeah, you too.
Take care.
Thanks for doing this for the community. I think more people need this.
I think so too.
It's again, it's just a wholesome event, and it needs to be shared with the world.
I agree.
Thank you all.
Thank you for that.
Of course, bro. Of course.
Move this over a little bit more.
I know you're kind of putting stuff together or whatever, but I'll suggest having another little sign or something with your site so people can go and view it.
Totally right. So many people have asked for cards. We're nearing the end here. I'd say for this eclipse, I'll do some sign-offs and then we'll call it a day.
Yeah. You just have a QR code. People just scan that.
You know what? I even thought of that, but I just didn't have time. But I will do that for next one. It definitely would be a good idea. Wrap this up. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I came earlier yesterday because I went to the game last night.
Yeah, I ended up getting on the 8. They did a great job.
Yeah, the cabin.
Yeah. So, by the time I checked in, the office was closed. Like when the switch, so I just luckily it was 3 large windows to each wall. So I just, you know,
Yeah,
it was
it's cool
nice
enough
outside.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. If it was in the summer, I would have slept in the gym. It was unfortunate, but we still had good experiences at those cabins. It's usually pretty affordable and
So what is that one running?
so that one is just for stills. So
Okay.
you know what? I should take 1 or 2 more before the wrap up. Because these are the moments I missed during the clouds earlier. I think I'm going to be sunburned. I put some sunscreen on, but
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be burnt. Did you do the 2017 eclipse?
No.
Are you going to do the eclipse next year?
Oh hell yeah.
If you thought this was cool, the total eclipse is it's insane.
Yeah.
Because during the total eclipse, you take these things off,
Well, it's the richest totality.
and it's the craziest thing you'll ever see.
So me and my wife was just talking about that last night. She was talking about, yeah, I saw the last one, and I was like, you didn't see the last one.
Right.
It didn't go through here.
Right.
And she was like, yes, we did. Whatever.
You might have seen that partially.
Well, and it's what we wound up looking at. I looked it up or whatever, and the path was like, and I was like, honey, look, here's the path, and it's, that's the one that Donald Trump was up looking at or whatever.
Right.
So that was in Washington D.C. It was nowhere near here, whatever. But she looked. So she's like, the San Antonio News Channel shows, look here. They even said that it was like 60 to 70%. So it was, they still saw some of it, but it was just not full. It was just the last little bit. But I was like, I wanted to do this one to practice for that.
Good. Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't really practice with vertical settings for television.
Well, I mean that you pretty much got to treat it almost as dark.
Yeah, you take their filters off.
Yeah.
And just crank your exposure until you can see. I'll send you my eclipse video from 2017 because you can see the moment I take the eclipse clouds off, you can see me cranking.
yeah, like. Where we at then? Boston.
We're in Asheville.
Oh.
Oh, we're cutting ourselves off again a little bit here. Let me do this one last time. 3 minutes left of this eclipse. As you can see in the bottom left of the sun, just barely being covered by the corner of the moon there. So let's see this thing through next 3 minutes, and we'll sign off. Thank you everybody for joining us so far. Beginning, but I'm happy, and I'll talk to you in about 3 minutes. Wow, yep, it's damn close. Can't even tell with your own eyes. 10 seconds, I think. Had an absolutely beautiful conditions for the Ring of Fire portion of this eclipse, and then the second half has been equally as beautiful. And as we're watching right now, the moon has just moved outside of the solar disk. So I think we're just about wrapped up. I almost can see just a little bit left, but I think we're about there. So that means a lot to not just me, but for the community in general. Thank you everybody for any super chats that we got here today. Thanks for just hanging out and chatting with me today. Big shout out to anybody that came over and talked here in person at the Alamo Beer Company. And huge shout out to you. Thanks, Eugene, for having us. It's been fun. We're going to wrap things up. So thanks, everybody, for coming by. I'll be posting a decent amount of content from this. We're going to have probably at least one, if not two, videos from this. And check out the Twitter, Instagram. We're going to be posting some photos there. But yeah, Chief, some prints potentially to come out of this. And we'll have to see. Hopefully this will get you pumped up in planning for the April one. If you're in the United States, you should plan to travel. Will be worth it, but as you got to see today, you might have some stress involved with weather, cloud coverage, that type of stuff. So huge shout out to so what a unique opportunity for people from San Antonio. What do you call people from San Antonio? San Antonians to see And hopefully on the 17th, I'll be doing a stream. Safety information bulletin, potentially a wet dress rehearsal. We just don't know yet. I'm traveling on the 18th, so we're going to have to see how all that goes. So that's the next big thing. Keep an eye out Monday or Tuesday, maybe releasing that secret feature to the channel that we're hoping to implement. So a bunch of stuff coming up. Thank you all so much. We'll talk to you soon. See you next time, and peace out.